Good morning. It's October 5th. It's about 9:30 in the morning, East Coast time. I'm in Jacksonville, Florida, still recuperating at my mom's house, hopefully getting a car soon. The Lexus didn't pan out. I kind of felt like they were yanking my chain, and then last minute they said, oh, we had to take it back to the dealership, something with the coolant, the engine, this and that. I was like, whatever, dude. So I'm looking at a Jeep, which is what I originally wanted, so hopefully I'll have wheels by the end of the week, because I think that is contributing to the funk I'm starting to feel myself slip into. And I'm honestly proud of myself because it's 7 weeks post-op today. But Monday was a good day. Yesterday was kind of hard. I have been not doing as much, just really trying to lay in this room. I read books. I watch a little TV. I've been napping a little bit here and there, but just resting way more than I have. Really trying to get this wound separation healed. It is really making me weary. I knew this recovery was not going to be easy, but I just really want to be able to pee standing up. I'm trying not to be impatient. It also is painful, but I've had 2 other spots completely clear up, like the hole that was in the bottom of my penis completely healed up. That probably healed up last month. And then, I think I mentioned this only one other time, I had a little wound on the top of my balls, the size of like a pencil eraser head, and it just has been weeping this like yellowy fluid, not quite pus, like it's called keratin or something. Like I would just squeeze it and come out. Every time I go to the bathroom, I just wipe it away, keep it clean. And I noticed it was closing itself up. And then I made the mistake of putting a Q-tip too far into it, and that definitely irritated it. So my balls have been so sore, like even yesterday, just walking to the other end of the house was painful. You know, I take like 800 milligrams of ibuprofen, and that cuts the soreness, the pain, whatnot in half, but it doesn't take care of it all. I did a really good job yesterday just staying in bed, but basically that is starting to drive me nuts. I'm ADHD, I have a lot of energy, I like to get up, get out, you know, so it's kind of making me a little nuts. The fact that I have an open wound means I cannot go in the pool, the ocean, the river. I like to stand up paddleboard, surf, skim. My roommates put a pool in at the end of April, so I would basically spend 3 days a week in the pool when I was off every week. And the fact that I just can't swim and just do really anything that brings me joy besides reading is tough right now, and I'm respecting my body's limitations, learning my new normal, but it's frustrating, and I'm tired of being tired. My energy level gets better every day, but I'm still tired. I was downing on myself, being like, dude, you're 6-7 weeks post-op. Like, you should be up and be able to go to the gym. Like, no. With the way my wound separation is, I know I say this every time, like, today's going to be the day. It gets so much smaller, but I've been doing a lot more, like getting in the shower multiple times a day, really keeping it clean, using this, like, little USB fan thing to dry it, to really keep it dry, because that area naturally is prone to sweat. Basically, moral of the story, I started to feel myself get into a funk. Wouldn't quite say I'm depressed yet, which is common post-anesthesia. Definitely with my chest surgery, I had post-anesthesia, like, depression. And chest surgery was so transformative to where it was the first thing that really changed my body into something more masculine and was starting to be seen as male by the world for the first time. So it brought a lot of joy, is what I'm saying. So I knew that depression wasn't from the experience, it was from the anesthesia. Histo, I was just at a bad place in my life, but I still do think I got some depression there from the anesthesia. I've honestly been surprised how well I've taken Phallo, but phalloplasty is so intense that I had to be present, and that's something that I think we all struggle with as an overthinker or someone who whatever. It really brought me in the moment, and I had to be present the whole time. Looking back on it, I'm like, that was the craziest 2 months. Like, whoa. And I had a pretty smooth Phallo experience. So hopefully this wound resolves itself. I'll be able to pee standing up soon. You know, the urine going through it burns. I can't imagine it helps close the hole at all, but it is getting so small. Every day I wake up and I look at it, I'm like, oh my God, it's gonna be the day. But no, it's still open. I really hope it resolves itself and I don't have to go back to Austin for any more surgery. It's just so delicate down there. I don't know how others are in the gym. Like, I feel my penis where it's sewn onto me, and just every time I walk, so it kind of hurts. And it's like, how are you in the gym? I don't know, I don't really lift. I just go and do like cardio shit, so maybe that's what it is. And speaking of cardio, I don't know how the fuck I would ever get on a bike after this, and I don't even have implants yet, so I'm not ready for it, and I'm listening to my body and not comparing myself to others who are like, oh, 6 weeks out, back in the gym. It's really hard not to, but I'm really trying to just honor and respect my own experience as my own, and all bodies are different. We all have different needs. Also, there's different stressors in life, you know, just things I've had to deal with since being back. not having a car, family members, and just, just all kinds of things. So, yeah, and I'm just not used to, it's tough being in a room and just laying down all the time. I'm bored. And I'm trying to respect, this is the only time in my life I have to recover from stage 1, so give it the time, take the time, get in the shower 7 times a day. It takes time, it's time consuming, it's annoying to have to do all that. But it's teaching me to slow down. This whole experience, I've slowed down so much as a person, which I'm so grateful for. So, I was like, you gotta do something different today. Doing the same thing over and over is not going to yield different results, right? So I can feel this funk I'm slipping into. I used to use that term a lot. It's not quite a depression, which I'm so proud of myself for reaching out to people, for, editing video, for reading. I've been going to the library quite frequently, for just trying to do little things, but also chilling out. But basically, I'm going to go for a hike, or try to, a very slow hike. It's the only waterfall in Jacksonville. It's 4 feet. Jacksonville is sea level. I'm about 15 minutes from the ocean. So, basically the weather's beautiful. It's in the 60s. It's been so hot this year, both in Texas and Florida. So I'm going to go. I don't know how long I'll make the hike. I've got a book, and if I need to sit down, I'm going to sit down. I'm taking it slow. I'll limit my strides so I don't separate the wounds further. When they described it as a soggy, wet paper towel, like the tissue down there, they are correct. When I look with the mirror and, open my legs, obviously, to try to look, I can actually see where it is already healed. Like, it starts to split open. It is very tenuous. So, gotta be so careful. Basically, I just want to feel some nature, feel some fresh air, feel the sun, and just not be in this room for a little while. And then today, hopefully, I will be getting the Jeep today or tomorrow. I don't know. It's been a whole fiasco, the car. Once I have some wheels, also feel a lot better. So just to be able to get out and, do things and be able to fend for myself, go to the grocery store, things like that. So it's also weird being over this hump to where it's like, I have looked forward to phalloplasty my whole life, and I'm getting to know this new person who is without, I don't want to say totally without anxiety or stress or dysphoria, but it has been greatly reduced. And even with not being on peace standing up yet, just having a penis there is so different than what was. So it is so much better than my old setup. And even though I can't use it the way I want, it is still just amazing that it's there. It brings me such peace. So I have to also remember mindfulness, joy, and gratitude. Since I've been home, I've been back to kind of like daily life. And so I need to also take the time to thank the universe for my cock, for my mostly well-being. My arm is healing beautifully. It just, I couldn't ask for anything better there. Oh, someone asked why I was wearing the arm brace, wearing drums in my last clip. Or maybe they asked on Instagram. I don't know. It's because when I play drums, it limits my movement here. I don't want to hurt my wrists. So wearing that thing keeps me from moving my wrist too far. My wrist is still a bit sore, but other than that, I feel shocks in my arms sometimes, but mostly, I don't feel it. It's not come back yet. I do get the shocks down here and in my arm, so that makes me feel good, but sensation's not really there yet. I have talked way longer than I intended. Thanks for listening. Thanks for your support. And reach out to me if you ever want to chat or you have questions about phalloplasty. I'm happy to answer. And right now, I've got a lot of free time. So, yeah, I'm happy to chat with people. All right. Peace, guys. What's up? It's 10:17 in the morning. Got my little fanny pack on. I didn't make it to the park with the waterfall. Before I even left, I started to get tired. The energy level already starts to droop really fast. It's a 30-minute drive. I just couldn't do it because I also need to get to the grocery store today. Listening to your body. There is a nice little hike 5 minutes from my house. Doing the shortest loop. And the last time I was here, this tree was not down, so I guess that was Hurricane Ian. But yeah, just a great example of listening to your body. Yeah, I'm going real slow, real easy flat loop, and I just want to be outside. Nature is so healing. I was reading something last night. I was like, I need to get the fuck outside and away from these children and planes. So yeah, being alone in a room, reading is great. I haven't been moving a lot, which is wonderful for healing. But it's fucking boring, and like, you need to be outside. Look at this. It's 10:23 in the morning. I don't have much to say, but I just want to say nature is the best medicine. Just being out here, being in the greenery, the trees, just saying hello to a few other people. It's healing. I'm one that can really get in a rut. I could just sat in that room all day, but I'm so proud of myself for making myself get out, because I'm also one that can talk myself down. Like, oh, I'm gonna go do this, and then when I don't want to do it. So knowing when to push myself gently and when to say, okay, you've actually had enough, you've reached your limit. This surgery is teaching me to respect my body and boundaries in ways that I never really have before, and that's been a blessing. So yay, 7 weeks post-op. 7 weeks ago this time, I was literally in an OR getting all this junk done. Now this junk's here. I wish I knew more about birds. Florida is a great place for birding. I probably don't need to push my luck with this little off-beaten path. What's up? It's 1 p.m. I had my hike earlier and just wanted to document the importance of listening to your body, but how healing nature is. It took about an hour. I did just under a mile, and that's not the point, but just I feel restored. I could feel myself slipping into a funk/depression, not quite depression yet, which is normal post-operatively, whether it's from anesthesia or just you've gone through so much. I'm proud of myself for fending it off this whole time, but I kind of felt it might come, or knew it was coming, because my mental health, I'm prone to depression and whatnot. I seem to almost always be working through a funk back in the day. After I did my hike, I planned to go to Trader Joe's, and my body was just like, nah, you need to rest. So I had to come back here and lay down for almost a full hour just to go grocery shopping. But I'm glad I did that. Now I have about 2.5 hours to rest before I go pick up my mom, and then we're gonna hopefully go get my new Jeep. And yeah, just basically I feel reset, and I'm proud of myself because I could feel that funk coming on, and it's not always the easiest thing to take the reins and take control of your own mental health and say, like, depression, we're not doing this today. Especially because while I have been reaching out more, it's healing and recovery is still isolating. You know, I've spent most of my time here. Been going to lunch with some co-workers and then just seeing some other friends, but haven't even been seeing my best bud at night. Like, we used to jam twice a week. Now it seems like we're jamming just once every 2 weeks. Life is busy and I am just tired all the time. So I am going to eat, got some good food at Trader Joe's, and then just rest till I have to go do what I gotta do. So Austin was nice because it was a little bubble, and all I had to do was heal. Here I have to deal with real life shit. And also, you know, I look back at my videos, I was so emotional about leaving Austin and so attached to the experience. I mean, I'm fond of it, but being back, I don't really feel that. And I did with chest surgery, but I just look back and I'm like, oh, You poor baby boy, you were so just sleepy. I needed rest. I was in pain and I was tired. I was just I don't know. It's a lot. Yeah, and so I'm just trying to take it slow, be patient with myself, listen to my body, because I am someone who will push things and push things, which can be good in some cases, but not when you're healing from phalloplasty. So thanks for sticking around and watching my videos. Peace.